In this next learning segment, I'm going to show you how to begin and end the cover hem. The hard part about ending a cover hem is getting it out of the machine and then dealing with what you do at the very end of the thread tails. Most people will have you go all the way around a cuff. See, I've just made a little cuff type tube here for you to sew on, and you can do the same thing. I just took a strip of fabric, sewed it together at the ends, and I turned the seam allowance to the inside. And I just made a cuff. I'm not going to show you how to actually cover the hem as you sew. I'm more interested in showing you how to end the stitches and get off the fabric gracefully. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a trick for going all the way around this hem, coming back to the beginning, and how to make it pull the stitches on the top all the way to the back whenever you get off. The hard part is getting off. It's not going around the hem itself. And so we're going to start that right now, and I'll show you step by step. Notice that I've put a clear presser foot on the machine. If your machine has a foot like that available, it's well worth buying one. It allows you to see your stitches as you overlap, come up and show through the foot. You can actually see the needle and the whole row of stitches at the same time. Now, I've just put this on the machine. I'm going to just sew around on the inside of this loop of fabric and come back to the beginning. When you do a pants leg, you always start before the seam. Never start right up on top of the seam, because that's the heavy spot. Always start before it and run across it. So I'm going to go now. I'll get it started here and go all the way around, and then I'll stop and come back so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now you can see I've come all the way around, and these are my beginning stitches right here. So they're coming up to the needle. The first thing you have to do, you must stop with the needles back about 2 inches before you get to the new stitching line here. Because if you overlap them, what's going to happen at this point is that you're going to jumble up all these threads into your stitch. So you need to stop about 2 inches back with the needle. See how I'm not overlapping there at all? Then you take your scissors and you trim off these beginning threads very close to the fabric, and you turn it over and you take the thread that's underneath here. This is your chain looper, and you trim it off very close to the fabric. All right, now this is when you overlap. So your goal is try to get those needles to hit these lines. That's where this clear foot comes in. Do it nice and slow, line yourself up. There you go, overlap about 1/2 inch or so, then stop. Raise up your needles. Turn the hand wheel, bring your needles up. Raise up your presser foot. I use this little needle wrench for this machine because it has this long, nice, slender wrench part that I can do this next step with. You could also use like the back side of your tweezers like this. It'll work. But you lift up the presser foot. Now watch closely. I'm going to put the wrench on top of the fabric, under the presser foot, behind the needles. On top of the fabric, under the presser foot, behind the needles. I lift up the toe of the foot a little bit, and what I'm doing is I'm going to draw those needle threads out to the front. See them? And they're wrapped around the wrench. All you need to do is take your scissors and just cut all of them at one time, just like that. And here they are. Now here's the trick. With your presser foot up, you put your hands on either side of the presser foot and you rotate. See how the fabric is stuck in there? If you rotate the fabric, see it pull out like that? See it release? Now watch these threads up here on the top. I'm going to separate them for you so you can see them. See these 2 needle threads right here? Watch what they do as I pull this out. They went right behind the fabric. Pull this out until they're the same length down here. Your hem is done. You can't tell where you came off and on. Your threads are already pulled to the back and ready to tie. There's that little extra piece of tail thread I had back there. It just pulls out. You just take these and tie a good old-fashioned granny knot in them. Just put one in one hand, 2 in the other, and just tie a double knot like you're tying a knot in your shoestrings. And just tie them over like that, finish them up, cut them off, and you're completely finished. Right here's your overlap. You're completely finished. It's nice and neat all the way across and all the way around. Cover hem in the round.